cheddar, doubloons, buckaroos,
bones,
clams, ducats, benjamins, dead presidents, moolah, doll hair, pesos, money. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking money. And more specifically, can you make enough of it to earn a living in 2021 only with NFT gaming? Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back. I'm your host Seth, and in today's video, we're talking about can you make enough money in NFT gaming to live. All right guys, so NFT gaming, as I've been talking about and hollering about for however long now on this channel, is one of those things that has absolutely exploded in popularity, especially over the last couple of years in particular, and maybe even more so this year in no small part due to COVID, as well as sort of NFTs as a general cultural trend becoming way more mainstream, like I talked about in another video. Now, I want to get this out of the, I want to get this off my chest and out into the open right off the bat. And that is that NFT gaming is, without a doubt in my mind, going to completely change the face of gaming as we know it. That to me is without a doubt.
No doubt.
And it is going to open so many opportunities for people to monetize their hobbies, make a little cash doing something they love. But with the idea of making money through gaming, the, of course, question comes up. Can you actually make a living playing games? So I've done some research, I dived in, I looked at some average earnings, looked at sort of the most of the broad spectrum of games that are out there, and got a little bit deep into some of the cryptocurrencies, and basically came to the solid conclusion that it depends.
Are you shitting me?
See, the thing is there's just so many variables and so many different things that come into play here. And I think without a doubt that NFT gaming has already and can be a viable full-time career for some people in some parts of the world. See, the places where NFT gaming is a viable career are the places in the world where the economies are not as strong against the, for example, US dollar or most of the economies of the, what we would consider the more developed or first world. Because ultimately for those people who live in, places like the United States or a lot of parts of Western Europe or, other parts of North America, and like I said, the more fundamentally robust world economies, NFT gaming is not going to get you enough money to make a living. Unless, I don't know, maybe you live in like Mississippi, which has the lowest cost of living of any state in the United States. But that being said, even in places like the United States or Europe or other, developed world economies, NFT gaming is a decent option for, nice little side hustle, doing something you might have already been doing anyway. Let's take a look at kind of some of the data. Now, the most popular game by far in the NFT gaming space is without doubt Axie Infinity. And Axie Infinity is a, kind of Pokemon-esque card-based game that allows you to buy Axies as the NFTs and trade them and breed them and upgrade them and fight other players and basically all toil for the reward that is SLP or Smooth Love Potion. An in-game coin that can be then transferred and converted to cold hard cash. There's different kinds of Axies and there are these cute little furball things. Help me. I got a couple myself. But there are these cute little furball things and they have different abilities and different types and they, you can combine different cards and abilities to, propel yourself to victory in the very, very frustrating PvP arena within Axie Infinity. But from everything I've been able to tell, the average earner, now, of course, there are always going to be exceptions to the rule. There are people who maybe earn a lot more than this. It's possible to, do other things that we'll get into in a minute. But the average single player can earn between 150 to as much as maybe 200, a little bit more, of Smooth Love Potion per day. Now, the price of Smooth Love Potion fluctuates quite a bit, as does any crypto from day to day. But let's go ahead and take the all-time high, 39 cents. Each Smooth Love Potion was worth 39 cents when you converted it over from, like I said, Smooth Love Potion to, United States dollars. If we assume, about 200 Smooth Love Potion per day, your average player is making about $79 a day. Now, again, some of you might be saying, but Seth, there's people who make way more than that, because of things like scholarship programs or having other players underneath them. And I hear you, I totally understand that. And some people do, they make decent money, as many as a couple $100s a day, which is pretty damn good. But I'm not really looking at the top earners of anything. I'm more interested in, can the kind of average person like myself, make a full-time living doing this? Because that to me is an indicator of like a true, field of study, you call it? Is it a viable career for, your average person? Could they make a comfortable living doing this thing? And so, like I said, if you were to dedicate yourself full-time to NFT gaming. You get your Axies, you start breeding them, you build up your team, you eventually get to the point where you can't make any more Smooth Love Potion a day, and you got many, many Axies. So you start a scholarship program, you find new players, you loan them your Axies, you communicate with them, they give you a percentage of their daily earnings in exchange for the use of your Axies. You sell Axies sometimes when it works for you, you have to deal with the potential that some people might be scamming you and take your Axies forever. You deal with those potential scams, you send out emails, you communicate with people all over the world in different time zones, some of them in different countries with potential language barriers. You see where this is going. I'm not saying it's not possible to earn quite a bit more than your average $78, $79 a day playing Axie Infinity, which again is not even true anymore because now Smooth Love Potion is about 8 cents on the dollar as opposed to the 39 cents that we're even assuming now. So once again, I mean, even assuming the average player can make $78 a day playing Axie Infinity, $78 a day, even if you play every single day, 7 days a week, you're looking at an average of about $2,300 a month, which where I live in California, $2,300 a month just ain't gonna freaking cut it. Now, don't get me wrong, that's some pretty solid side hustle money. Like if you have a full-time job and you're making an additional $2,300 a month for logging in a few hours a day to play a game, that's, like I said, great side hustle money. But as a full-time career, not for me, at the very least. That being said, $2,300 a month is enough to live like freaking royalty in some parts of the world. I mean, places like the Philippines, where Axie Infinity is very popular, Venezuela, Brazil, Thailand has an excellent cost of living. There's lots of different parts of the world where $2,300 a day is more than enough to make a living. And there are a lot of people who are doing it. And like I said, maybe you could get away with living in certain very remote rural parts of the United States and getting away with making, $2,300 a month. But by and large, for most people in most developed economic nations, $2,300 a month is great side hustle money, not enough for a full-time career. So as I said earlier, that's why the answer to this question is ultimately, it depends. It depends on where you live. It depends on what kind of lifestyle you want to lead in the first place. It depends on how much time and investment you're willing to put in to Axie Infinity, either being a solo player or sort of building up a network of other players who all kind of pay tribute to you, which we know what that sounds like. But I think no matter which way you look at it, either way, it's awesome. I mean, whether you can make a full-time living because you live in a particular part of the world where that $78 dollars a day is more than enough for you, or whether you live in a developed nation and you can log on for a few hours at the end of your normal workday and make an additional $75, or $50, or even $20 a day. That is remarkable. But ultimately, you guys have to make the decision that's best for you. If someone is out there and wants to make that switch to full-time gaming, there are a lot of crypto games that are coming out and NFT games that are coming out that if you get in early enough, could have you poised to make some pretty serious cash, whether it's a side hustle or as a full-time gig. So I don't know, guys. I mean, I hope that kind of answered the question, at least for most of you, learning about like what the relative average earnings are in different games. I mean, again, I've seen players make anywhere from $20 to upwards of $100 a day playing these NFT games, which again, like I said, not too shabby when it comes to, a side hustle or doing something that you kind of like to do anyway. So let me know down in the comments below. What do you guys think? Are you into NFT gaming now? Are you making some money? Are you making, a good side hustle money? Are you someone out there in a different part of the world that makes your full-time living by playing NFT games? I would love to hear from you and your thoughts on this video. So like I said, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like the video. If you have anything to say or anything to contribute or one of those people, make sure to comment down below. I would love to hear your story. We would love to hear your story and maybe talk a little bit more about it. So like the video, make sure to comment, make sure to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for your support. I hope you're enjoying this content. And as always, game it till you make it. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Bye-bye.